In this video, we are going to focus on using cosine to solve missing pieces on a triangle. So just a quick refresher. This is any of the trig functions. And cosine means that we have or we're looking for the adjacent and the hypotenuse. Okay, so this situation right here is here's our angle. This is the adjacent side. This is the hypotenuse. So based on what we have with this angle, we know the adjacent, we know the hypotenuse, we're looking for the angle. So we would set it up as cosine of an angle that we don't know. So angle A is going to equal adjacent or hypotenuse. So 1.9 over 3.6. All right, so in order to figure out an angle measurement, we are going to need to do the inverse cosine of that fraction, 1.9 divided by 3.6. So we'll type that into the calculator. We're going to do inverse cosine 1.9 divided by 3.6. And let's see what we get. So 58.1. So that angle right there should be 58.1 degrees. All right, so we only use the inverse cosine if we're trying to find an angle measurement, which is what we needed to do. All right, so a couple more. This one. So this one starts off as we have this angle, we have this side, which is the hypotenuse. You're right. So patoa up on top. Okay. And this is the side that we're looking for, which is the adjacent. So we know the angle, we're looking for the adjacent, and we know the hypotenuse. So that's telling us that we should be setting up our equation with cosine. So cosine of our 19.5 degrees is going to equal B, which we don't know, the adjacent, divided by the hypotenuse, 42. All right, so to solve that equation, we want to get rid of the 42. So we're going to multiply both sides by 42 to clear it out. So that would clear that out. So our B value is going to equal 42 times cosine of 19.5. So 42 times cosine of 19.5, that gets us 39.6. So that length would be 39.6 in centimeters. All right, and then the last one. So they try to kind of roll it, rotate the picture on us. This is the hypotenuse that's across from here. This is the side that's next to it. So that's your adjacent side. So we're still looking at, here's our angle, here's the adjacent, here's the hypotenuse. So we're still looking at a cosine because of the adjacent and hypotenuse of the pieces that we have or we're looking for. So our angle, we would set it up with cosine of 55 degrees is going to equal our adjacent, which we know to be 15, and the hypotenuse we don't know, so we'll leave it as t. All right, so to solve this, we'll start off like we did here. We're going to clear out our fraction. This time we're multiplying by the variable. So that cancels that out. So we're looking at t times cosine of 55 degrees equals 15. And then we want to get our t by itself. So this piece is being multiplied to the t. So to undo that, we're going to use division to cancel it away. But whatever we're doing on the left, we're doing on the right. Okay, so that goes away. T is going to be 15 divided by cosine of 55, whatever that comes out to be. 15 divided by cosine of 55. So 21 or 26.2. So T is 26.2. All right, and it's a length. So we're going to tack on meters as an answer. All right, And so that was solving a couple triangles. They were set up specifically to use cosine.